Okay, I know some of you are probably thinking to yourself, I thought this guy was a WRX guy, or is he really talking about an Evo right now? The answer to both of those questions is yes. I love my Subaru WRX, but I also have a good friend who is letting me make a video on his Mitsubishi Evo. I know you want to stick around to see my reaction of this car, especially when I get to take it to the road and see how it drives compared to my WRX. So if you made it this far, I want to ask that you please like the video, regardless if you like Evos or not. It helps me out with the growth of my channel, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for being here. Now let's get started on my impressions of this sick-ass car. What's up, guys? I'm here with the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 10 GSR. This is the 2015 model. One of my friends was kind enough to let me take this beautiful car out and give you guys my impressions on it. First thing I have to point out is how good the body of this thing looks. The hood and the side ventilators give a sporty look, which is one of those things that I like about the Subaru WRX. It's giving me a very aggressive vibe, and the spoiler definitely adds to that too. While it's a very impressive looking car, I'm not sure if Mitsubishi was trying to hide that or not, since the only marking of Evolution on the entire car is right here on the trunk. Speaking of the trunk, it's not all that big compared to other sedans of this size, but it does contain a couple interesting things. Behind this black panel, the battery is kept along with the washer fluid for the front windshield. Under the hood, you've got the 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine and the aftermarket ETS intake GFB blow-off valve with an added-on Cobb boost controller, which has been pro-tuned. I'm told this car puts out 304 horsepower, so let's take it out for a drive and see how it handles. And the first thing I notice is that I'm riding very comfortably. There was a Recaro seat swap done to this car, and I think it was well worth it because these seats are very comfortable. They hug your body super nicely. There's not too much to see on the interior of an Evo usually. It's pretty basic in here, but what is awesome is the little touches of aluminum they have. Looks like they have a little bit of aluminum on the e-brake here, a little bit of aluminum on the actual shift knob itself, and they have aluminum gas, brake, and clutch pedals. Speaking of the clutch, this Evo does actually have a stage 3 clutch in it, which is a pretty strong push with your foot when you're shifting. I'm actually a big fan of the heavier clutches. My 2007 WRX that I used to own actually was a stage 2 clutch. I also feel like it's giving my leg a little bit of a workout. I probably have a stronger left leg than I do right leg since I've been driving manual for the last like 8 years now. But I really like the stage 3 clutch feel. When I first got in here, it was kind of tricky figuring out where the catch point was for the clutch, but I think I got it down pretty good. I have not killed this thing yet, so I'm pretty proud of myself for that. It really helps you feel like you're in a race car, which is really what this Mitsubishi Evo feels like to me, as a race car. Man, the stage 3 clutch does get a little heavy when you're sitting at a red light though. I have to admit that. Woo! That blow off never gets old at all. Another thing I notice while I'm driving this is when I take corners and I turn, it hugs the road really nicely. I feel like I could whip around the corner going like 40, 50 miles per hour and feel nothing. I love that low vibrating rumble, and then when I let off the gas, it just sputters, just can't get over how much power this car has. Driving my first ever Evolution gives me a really nostalgic feeling. Ever since I was little, I watched Too Fast, Too Furious, and I saw the green Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution that they drove in that show. And from that day on, I've always, when I see them, I think of Fast and the Furious, but I also think of my childhood. And it's also a nostalgic feeling for me too, because when I was growing up, my mom had a Mitsubishi, It was an Endeavor, which is one of Mitsubishi's SUVs. I'm not sure if they make them anymore. When we would take her car in to get an oil change when I was growing up, we'd be sitting in the weight room and I'd glance over into the showroom and I'd see just what looked to be a race car. And I always was wondering what the heck those were. When I found out that they were Mitsubishi Lancer Evolutions, I was hooked. So being able to drive this Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution today is pretty awesome. And I'm very thankful for my friend for letting me take this thing out. I'm having a lot of fun with it so far. I'm getting up to an open road here, so I'm gonna see what this Evo can do. All right, this time I'm gonna take off from second gear and I'm gonna see how much power I can get with it. Goosebumps right now. This thing, when I switched from second to third gear right there, it just threw my ass back. Wow. This thing has some power. And there's just something so cool about being able to shift through gears. You really feel like you are in a race car. You have to just plow through them gears. Man. Yeah, sad to say, this car probably would whoop my car's ass in a race. But I also haven't modded my car yet. Don't know if I'm gonna do it still. Subaru hooked me up, another shameless plug. Yeah, let's do it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This was crazy fun taking this car out and driving. I appreciate those of you that stick around to the end of this video. If you get to this part of the video, do me a favor and comment down below that you can't believe I got pulled over. That'll be a good one. These were my impressions of the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 10 GSR. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching the whole video. I will see you guys all in the next one.